The eunuchs of the Ottoman Palace, men without offspring, but with power that shakes thrones. They had no children, no wives, and no lineage, yet they held more power than many viziers and generals. The eunuchs of the Ottoman Empire rose from slavery to control imperial secrets, royal heirs, and the fate of empires. This is the story of men like Hak Bashir Aga and Sumbul Aga, who moved silently through the marbled halls of Topkapi Palace, shaping centuries of history from behind golden screens and velvet curtains. The use of eunuchs in the Ottoman court began under Sultan Mehmed II, r. 1451 to 1481, especially after the conquest of Constantinople in 1453. Influenced by Byzantine and Mamluk traditions, the Sultan recruited both white eunuchs, from the Balkans, and black eunuchs, from Africa. One of the first recorded eunuchs, Kazım Aga, served in the Enderun Palace School by 1470, supervising young pages and enforcing palace discipline. By the 16th century, the division was institutionalized. Black eunuchs, mostly Sudanese or Ethiopian, guarded the imperial harem. White eunuchs, often Albanians or Circassians, worked in administrative posts. Under Sultan Selim I, r. 1512 to 1520, black eunuchs were officially assigned to the harem, with Had Mehmed Aga appointed as one of the earliest chief black eunuchs. In 1574, under Sultan Murad III, the office of Kslar Aga, chief black eunuch, became one of the most powerful in the empire. The first truly influential Kslar Aga was Mehmed Aga of Abyssinia, who orchestrated the political elevation of Safiye Sultan, the Sultan's favorite concubine. From this point, eunuchs no longer served, they ruled behind the veil. The harem housed over 300 women during the reign of Sultan Ahmed I, r. 1603 to 1617. Eunuchs like Yusuf Aga ensured the harem's strict rules were followed. They escorted concubines, intercepted secret letters, and selected which women might serve the Sultan. The fate of a dynasty often rested on a single night arranged by a eunuch. In 1623, the young Sultan Murad IV took the throne thanks in part to a secret alliance between Kosum Sultan and the eunuch Ali Aga, who smuggled messages and bribes. By controlling access to the prince's mother, the eunuchs could determine who received royal favor. Without sons of their own, they made kings of others. Eunuchs like Sumbul Aga, d. 1562, played a key role in the Enderun school, training elite boys for service. Under Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, white eunuchs supervised a strict curriculum of languages, theology, and martial arts. Though less publicly powerful than their black counterparts, white eunuchs shaped the minds of future viziers and sultans. During the Sultanate of Women era, 1570s-1650s, queen mothers like Kosum Sultan relied heavily on eunuchs. Hak Mustafa Aga, her chief confidant, allegedly orchestrated the poisoning of a rival concubine in 1635. This alliance between powerful women and eunuchs created a hidden cabinet, rivaling even the Grand Vizier in influence. Arguably the most powerful eunuch in Ottoman history, Hak Bashir Aga served as Kslar Aga under Sultan Ahmed III and Mahmud I. He controlled the imperial Waqf system, managed harem appointments, and supervised the annual pilgrimage to Mecca. His mosque still stands in Istanbul. He famously said, "I have no sons, but my pen writes the fate of princes." Eunuchs created vast networks of informants. In 1752, Hatem Osman Aga uncovered a conspiracy involving two palace scribes plotting to poison Sultan Osman III. He arranged their silent execution, no trial, no record. Such swift justice cemented the eunuch's reputation as the Sultan's most feared secret weapon. By 1700, the Qasr Aga oversaw all Hijaz endowments, controlling millions in charitable funds for Mecca and Medina. This gave eunuchs religious legitimacy. Abdullah Aga, appointed in 1681, reportedly wielded more influence in spiritual affairs than the Sihul Islam. His wealth was so vast, it took 12 camels to carry his estate papers upon his death. Eunuchs were often courted by foreign diplomats. In 1770, the French ambassador Charles de Vergennes gifted rare Arabian perfumes to Hab Salim Aga to influence a trade deal. Their access to the Sultan made them ideal intermediaries. Letters smuggled by eunuchs changed treaties, delayed wars, and determined marriages across empires. In a secret chronicle discovered in the archives of Topkapi, the eunuch Farhad Aga is said to have fallen in love with a concubine named Layla in 1793. Though he was castrated, they exchanged poetry, gifts, and possibly more. When discovered, she was banished, and Farhad was sent to the garrison in Rhodes, a rare but haunting reminder of their humanity. The rivalry between Ham Ibrahim Aga and Ham Khalil Aga in 1804 split the harem. Each backed a different concubine for the favor of Sultan Selim III. The conflict escalated to poisoned dishes, bribed pages, and even a fire in the women's quarters, suspected to be arson. Khalil Aga was eventually strangled with a bowstring in secret. With the modernization of the empire during the Tanzimat era, eunuchs lost their administrative and religious powers. The 1857 Imperial Edict of Reorganization stripped the Qasr Aga of Waqf authority. Under Sultan Abdulaziz, the harem shrank and the eunuch posts became ceremonial. Their power, once absolute, was now a shadow of the past. By the time the Ottoman Empire collapsed in 1922, the eunuchs had become symbols of a vanished world. The last chief black eunuch, Haq Hussein Aga, retired quietly in Damascus in 1914. Their stories survive in stone inscriptions, hidden memoirs, and whispered legends. Though they had no sons, their legacy still breathes in the history of the world's most powerful empire.